my name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. You're going to have two openings today because I forgot to tell my story when I did my first video. I forgot to tell my story, so I'm just going to pop in here, tell my story first, and then you'll see the other video because I don't know how to edit yet. I've been trying, but I'm not doing very good at learning it. So I just, whatever I say. That's why you get it so rough cut with me. But anyway, I didn't tell a story. And it's not a long story, it's just a short little story, but I thought it was pretty cute. I have two brothers, as you know, Grant and Gary. Grant's the youngest, Gary's in the middle, and I'm the oldest. Wouldn't you know it? I get to be the oldest. Anyway, they were about, let's see, I was in grade 11, so they would have been grade 7, 8, 9, 10, no, it would have been grades 6 and 9, I think. 6 and 9, or somewhere in that range there, 6 and 9. But anyway, the two of them decided that they were going to go. We had these things called crane flies. They all legs, not much of a body, but just all legs. So anyway, they decided to catch these crane flies, and they were catching quite a few of them, and they were putting them about 5 at a time into a Ziploc bag. And you know, I said, what are you doing with the crane flies? And they had probably 10 bags with 5 in each of them. They said, oh, we're going to try and see if we can cryogenically freeze them and bring them back to life. I said, you can't do that. Oh, yes, we're going to try that. So they took all these bags of crane flies and put them in Mom's deep freeze and promptly forgot that they were down there. So Mom goes down to get some meat or something out of the freezer. She opens the freezer and here's all these baggies of bugs. So I thought it was just hilarious that they were going to see if they could unfreeze them and bring them back to life. Anyway, that's my story. I just wanted to tell it. So now I'll start the regular video. Good morning, everybody. My name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I want to... Today is supposed to be a guess what my day is going like, or how does my day go. But I'm not going to actually do that today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give a health update, because I haven't done that in a while. Not that I have any big news, but I'll just give you the health update. The big news is Claudine has her surgery date. They bumped it up now. They first of all told her the 14th, and now they've told her the 8th of June. So that's coming up in less than a week. So she's scrambling to get everything she needs to be done, because she will be out of commission for 2 weeks without being able to drive or anything, and 8 weeks for not being able to lift or do anything else. So she needs to get everything all kind of prepared and whatnot. So that's what she's doing. She's very busy doing that. We are so thankful that she has a date for that, and we're just hoping that everything goes really well. And we know that it will. The surgeon's hands will be guided, so I'm sure that he will do just a fine job. So that's the update there, and we will keep you all informed as to how she's doing when the time comes. Now for myself, I told you that I was approved to get this new way of delivering the duodopa is called, and it's the way I get my levodopa, carbidopa. Right now it's in a tablet form, and I have to take 18 to 20 of them a day. I take 18 during the day, and I take 2 long-acting ones for overnight. When I get this pump inserted and the stoma attached, then the drug will be administered straight into my intestine, and that will be for the entire day, and it'll have a steady stream rather than having the 3-hour up and down. So I really am hoping great things for that. Now, I don't see the surgeon for putting that stoma in. Excuse me. I don't see them until August 22nd. So I have a ways to wait, but you should see the amount of literature they've given us to read and learn. So I guess it's, quite a serious thing. So Claudine said she'll have lots of time when she's laid up to read her part and learn it. And I will do mine as I go from now till August. I'll just keep reading over and over till I know what I'm doing. So that's what that is. I went for a nerve conductive test the last time. I've had, this is the third one I've had done over the course of 2 years. Because I have neuropathy in my feet, it's gone up to my knees almost. My hands are getting very bad. I have very little tip movement, or not movement, feeling. Excuse me just a moment. Oh man, I choke so easily. It's crazy. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something. What was I saying? I'm going to put pause on so I can run it back and find out what I was saying. Boy, talk about short-term memory loss. Anyway, I'm going to have the comparison done then between the tests for the last 2 years. And they can see the progression has gotten a lot along the way. And at first they said, oh, it's probably from diabetes. And I've had good blood sugars forever. So I sort of went, I don't even have diabetes. Like, I mean, my blood sugars are fine, you know, but anyway, and then I've been doing really well because I've had my weight loss and whatnot. So they did all kinds of blood work on me and everything else, and there was just nothing that was really telling them what it was. So she said, let's get it compared again by another person who does it. So this guy, he came and he did all his things with his conductive test and whatnot. And he said, it's a confounding case. He said, we can tell from one to the next that it has progressed and is progressing fairly rapidly, but we have no idea why it's there. So he asked me to come back. Asked me to come back on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, I went into his other office and he did a cheek swab. And he told me that was being sent away. Well, my doctor here, the neurologist that is overseeing my case, not my neurologist for the Parkinson's, but there's another person in that office that sort of oversees all of me. And the Parkinson lady sort of just deals with that. Anyway, she phoned me this morning and she said, yes, she has seen the results from the one that I had done in his office. And she said that he has said that he wanted to send away this cheek swab for DNA testing. And it had to go down to Washington State, not Washington State, Washington, D.C. There's a medical facility there that is going to test it or something. I said, good heavens, it's not even in our own country. They're sending it out of country. But anyway, I don't know what that's going to be about. But she said that he was talking about wanting to do a nerve biopsy where they would go in, I guess, and take a piece of the nerve and they could look at it. So I don't know when they're talking about doing that. Nothing goes fast here, and you know, like everything takes time. But I don't know what that's all about. Like, I'd like to know so we could maybe stop the progression of this, because not being able to feel your fingertips, like I can't hardly pick up my pills. I'm like a lizard. I have to put my pills into a little cup and stick my tongue out and try to stick them onto my... It's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. But anyway, so that seems to be what's happening with me. I don't know. I really, really am hoping that I get some good relief with this pump situation, because that it would be really important for me to be able to continue on doing the things I'm doing. If I lose the feeling in my hands, the quality of life then goes down, because the things that I like to do are around my house. So, you know, I like to cook. I like to cut things. I like to bake. I like to make bread. I can't do those things if I can't feel my hands. So I was trying to have a snack the other night in my bed. You shouldn't eat in bed, especially if you tend to choke. But anyway, I had a cup with some little peanuts in it. And I had my hand out of the bed, but I wasn't physically looking at it. And normally you would just put your hand out, get a couple of peanuts, pop them in your mouth. I couldn't tell if I was holding a peanut or if I wasn't holding a peanut. I couldn't tell. I absolutely couldn't tell. And then even when I held the dish and tried to go with it, I couldn't tell that if I was pinching tight enough, and I would pick it up and it would fall out. And it's like, oh my goodness, I was cutting strawberries, and same idea, you know. I said I had strawberry blood all over me. Oh, it's crazy. Anywho, and then my writing is just atrocious now too. So I don't know what would cause this. I said, why am I always the confounding case? I said, can I not have a break? Like, I need a break. What is it? There's a There's a commercial that used to be on, where I'm dating myself now, this is back in the 70s, and it would say, Calgon, take me away. It was like a bath thing that made bubbles and stuff. And it would be, everybody would want to go and have a Calgon bath because it smelled so nice. Anywho, I'm just rambling. What else can I tell you about today? You know what? I had to buy a new Keurig machine not too long ago. It was probably 4 or 5 months ago. And I bought a new Keurig machine because this is literally my fourth one that I have gone through since about 6 years now. And the first one was the best. It lasted the longest. This last one, it's still working, but it's not working good. So I said to Claudine, when this one finally bites the dust, I said, I'm not buying another one of them. I said, I will buy a proper coffee pot that I can make a pot of coffee, even if it's a small pot. I will get another individual cup one, because when there's only me at home, Bill doesn't drink coffee, so then I don't need a single one. But it won't be a Keurig machine. It might take Keurig pods, but it's going to be some other brand because I'm not going to spend the money on that again. And but when Claudine's at home, when we're living together, she drinks a lot of coffee, so we can make the pot that way. So that'll work out good. Anyway, I think I'm going to just leave it at that. That's kind of where I'm at today. And I'll keep you all informed of what we're doing. And please say a nice word to somebody that you believe in so that Claudine's surgery goes really good. All right. We'll see you all tomorrow.